Okay, so in today's video, I want to speak about, do you need to have a car in Guernsey if you're visiting here? It's a subject which comes up a lot. It's a question which is asked a lot of me. I'll come to Guernsey, do I need a car? And the answer is, it depends. It depends on what sort of holiday you're after, what your mobility is, what you're looking at doing, because I'm going to speak about this as we go. So hopefully this will help you. So if you're thinking of coming to Guernsey, or if you do have any input on this question, maybe you've been to Guernsey and you did hire a car or you didn't hire a car. What was your experiences? Let me know in the comments below. But I'm going to give my view on it as a local person living here, what you should do if you're visiting Guernsey, travel and hiring cars or not hiring cars, walking, all stuff like that. Let's go. So number one, think about your location of your hotel. Where are you staying? Are you staying at St. Peter Port? Are you staying on West Coast, South Coast? Because it does depend what you're looking to do. Of course you can come here without hiring a car. Okay, you can walk around and people do that. But for convenience sake, if you do want to visit places at your leisure, okay, I know the island's only 25 square miles, I think it's square, something like that, it's not very big. However, you may be surprised at how visiting places is a lot more convenient if you hire a car, okay. So I've been reading on TripAdvisor quite a few things about this, and there's quite a mixed response. A lot of people say that they have been to Guernsey and they haven't hired a car and they got around fine. You've got to remember the bus service is good. I think it's only £1. It's £1 even if you want to go around the island, so it is cheap. But you will have to wait for certain times for buses, obviously, like anywhere. You're going to have to maybe not go at a time that suits you. You know, you have to go at the bus time, depending on your situation. If you've got a young family, okay, and you've got children, you may find it more convenient to hire a car. Then you can go places at your own leisure and not worry too much about having to traipse around to a bus station or where you get the buses from. My recommendation is to hire a car if you haven't been before. See how you get on. You can hire the cars from the airport, you can hire them from different places, loads of companies, or obviously there is a bus station at the airport, so you can get a bus to your hotel, so there's no problem there. If you're close to the airport, you can walk from the airport. However, remember, it is an island, it is hilly, and depending what your mobility is like, can you walk very far, things like that to remember. But say for example you're staying at a hotel in town, I think one off the top of my head, the OGH, the old government house, you're right in St. Peter Port, you walk out your front door and you are in town. So if you're just thinking of hanging around St. Peter Port, you may not need a car, okay. If you're thinking of traveling to the coast and you want to explore stuff, then it may be worth getting a car. As I say, my personal recommendation is, from a local's point of view, obviously I'm not on holiday here, I live here, I would suggest hiring a car. It is a slower way of life, obviously, the speed limit's slow, 25 to 35 miles per hour, and things like that to think about. The roads are narrower than the UK if you're coming from the UK, but on the whole I would say it's going to be a lot easier to hire a car to travel around the places you want to get to. There's plenty of places to visit, and I just think, from a convenience point of view, it's not a bad option. But I know there's people that have been here and they don't hire cars and they get on well. So it's really a bit of a funny one. It's a hard question to answer because it depends on your situation. It depends what you're looking to do. But some people think, oh, it's an island, walk around very easily everywhere. You may have a surprise. You may have a surprise and realise actually that places are a little bit further away than you think, and having a car was quite a good idea. But as I say, it's one of those, I think it's personal choice, but I certainly would. So have I answered that question for you? Probably not. It's a hard one. It's because there isn't a yes or no answer, actually. Think about things like hiring bikes, time of year you come. If you're in the summer and you want to hire bikes and you like riding the bikes around, certainly you could hire bikes around. That is an option. Winter time, you're not going to want to ride bikes around. It's cold, it's rainy. So seasonal, what time you come is an option. There's a taxi service as well. We've got a licensed taxi service. You could use taxis as an option as well. So it's not all hire cars, you know, buses, taxis. We've got electric cycles here, so if you want to get around a bit faster and you don't feel completely confident on a normal cycle, get an electric cycle. Those are quite popular as well. So a few options to think about. Let me know in the comments below your experience of coming here, whether you've not hired a car or hired a car. As I say, there's not a yes or no answer to this one, and I hope I've given you something to think about, but I'd love to know your comments below. Until next time, if you want to see more stuff on Guernsey, remember to subscribe. Take care, I'll see you again soon. If you want to watch another video all about Guernsey, click on the screen to watch the next video. See you next time.